What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Gentleman's Room podcast. And I'm here joined by my good buddy Noah Epstein. And today we are going to be talking about all things movies. We're going to have a movie segment all around, pretty short, and then we're getting into MCU talk. So, Noah, there's a long time coming. We've been planning this for quite a bit, so I'm very excited. How about you, man?
Yeah, very excited, man. I mean, I've been thinking about this really all week long, and with Spider-Man: Brand New Day coming out, with the MCU kind of getting back into that gear. Of course, you had the San Diego Comic-Con a couple days ago, where there were a couple exciting announcements. So yeah, I mean, I love the MCU. We talked about this briefly on the Stranger Things episode from a few months back. Really, Marvel and Star Wars are two huge things for me. So yeah, I'm pretty pumped.
So, first thing you just mentioned the San Diego Comic Con. Let's talk about that. What all did you see? One thing that I thought was cool was when RDJ was in the middle of talking and then he went to the Doctor Doom accent. Like I thought that was pretty badass. What did you think from the San Diego Comic Con that you liked?
My favorite thing was the Ryan Reynolds bit. That was, I don't know if you like, when RDJ was talking after he did the accent, they were taking like questions that the interviewer was asking them questions and everything, and then RDJ was like, "Wait, I think who's that guy with the swords and stuff?" He was in his gray Deadpool costume, and he basically was like, "Oh, are you guys filming? Like, when is the shoot? Could I join?" Basically, and RDJ's like, "It's in the can, like it's it's already out." So that was a bit of a. I took that as a bit of a tease that Deadpool may or may not make an appearance in Doomsday. We'll see.
Mhm.
We'll have to wait all the way until December to see about that. But obviously, we have a
Yeah.
trailer for that. They showed a new trailer at Comic Con. That might be my takeaway. The new trailer that they showed to just the people there, I saw like the very far away version. That looks better than the trailer that was released last week. So I want that to be out, just like I wanted the first trailer to be out months ago. So it's I get it. You want to show the people that are there. You want to make them feel special. But like I'm greedy and I want to see all the stuff. So I don't know. I thought it was cool. Could there have been more announcements? Maybe, but I guess Feige's whole point, what he said, was that he wants to focus on quality over quantity. It looks like Marvel got their lesson finally. So
Hmm.
maybe it isn't an awful thing. They didn't announce the X-Men movie officially, the date and the cast and all that kind of stuff, which is something I thought that could have been done maybe not until next year. But I thought it was fun. We're getting Gosling, we're getting David Johnson and Black Panther 3. We're like it was a couple cool announcements.
So one thing that I do notice as a Marvel fan, and you probably noticed this as well, is there is little to no buildup. The last time we had Avengers movies released back to back years, you got December 26th, December 27th. Last time we got that was April and May of 18 and 19. There's like there's not as much buildup for Doomsday and Secret Wars as there was for Infinity War and Endgame. Do you think it's just there was so much for Infinity War and Endgame it like makes this look so little, or do you really think there's like no build up for these two movies?
Okay, I definitely think there's builds up, like define or not define builds up. Okay, here's my take on it. Here's my take. Leading into Infinity War, the build up was better. It was more well done
Yeah.
because you teased not just Thanos, but the stones, and you
Hmm.
tease and the stones pop up from not literally movie one, but from movie like two or three until you get to Infinity War. It's like there are like one stone every other movie basically pops up, right?
Yep.
So that was, and it was like, and then obviously you have the Thanos extra credit scene here, you have the Thanos
Yep.
Guardian scene there, and like what, like you know what I mean? So I guess like there was a lot of buildup and it was really well done and it was like giving teases and everything. This, the reason why it doesn't feel as like natural is because they had a plan for the Kang dynasty and then all the Jonathan Major stuff happens and they pivoted. But they still are they've introduced the multiverse saga way back when in 2019
Hmm.
in Far From Home, when it was the whole, oh, Beck comes from another world and everything, and obviously Mysterio was just like like BSing about that, obviously, but they still like introduced that topic, introduced that subject and everything, and then Peter was even talking about it, And then obviously you have Multiverse of Madness literally in the title of the movie. You have the Marvels deals with that. You have all these different projects. Obviously, Fantastic Four, the after credit scene. You have the Thunderbolts after credit scene leading into Fantastic Four. So it's like there are you could see signs of like movies trying to lead into movies. It just doesn't feel as natural and free flowing because of the Kang Dynasty situation.
Yeah, and I had never watched this is actually crazy. You're probably not gonna be a fan for this, but since Far From Home, and that was 2019, since then, like if we're talking a few days ago, aside from last night, I had seen two Marvel projects since 2019. In TV shows, movies, everything included, I've only seen two things: Black Panther 2 and No Way Home. That's it.
Wow.
And I would just watch Loki
Well,
because I
yeah, no
posted it.
wonder why. No wonder why you don't think there's buildup. You haven't seen any of the projects.
That's what I was getting at. There's nothing. I don't know why. I think it's when I first watched it, I tried to get into WandaVision, and I don't know. I couldn't get into it. I kind of shocked myself. I don't
That's
know why it was, because I think for me, growing up, like as when I the first movie I saw in the Avengers in the MCU was the Avengers. I was 6 years old. Saw it in the theaters. I don't know how I remember it, to be honest with you, but it was. So when I think MCU, I think like superhero, yay, kind of preppy and fighting bad, and we're a team. WandaVision was very different. It kind of was a darker turn, so it didn't have that for me. So before we started ranking anything, I wanted to get that off because a lot of the stuff that we are ranking is Infinity Saga only. Is unless it's opinionated, most of the stuff that we're talking about, like debates, is Infinity Saga only because I don't want to debate what's better, Moon Knight or Black Widow or Thunderbolts or Eternals when I've never seen them. So I wanted to get that out of the way. But first thing is, like I said at the beginning of the podcast, we are going to start with some regular movie stuff. First things first is top five movies of all time. Favorite movies, simple as that. We'll go, you can do your whole five, and I'll do my whole five, and I'll let you go first.
Can't believe you just dropped that bomb on me and about the couldn't get into WandaVision, didn't see Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, and now we just have to
I'm sorry,
pivot.
I lied. I lied. I lied. Fantastic Four, I saw that.
Good, good, good. Okay.
I loved it. I thought it
Oh,
was great. I thought there's better movies, but it's hard. Like, I tried to get into the X-Men. Like I tried to watch Wolverine, the original one, the other night. I couldn't get into it. I think it's because it was more like I wasn't raised with the X-Men. I came with
you,
the Avengers.
you said Wolverine, like Wolverine Origins?
Yeah, X-Men Origins, the very first one. I think it was like 2009 or something, or 2007. It was real early.
Or Wolverine?
It's called X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yeah, no, that's not a good movie. Watch the original X-Men.
Okay, that makes sense. All right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the original X-Men, okay, noted.
Watch that
Um,
show, X-Men X2. X2 is great, and then Last Stand's
Heard a lot
the
of good
whole.
about X2. Heard a lot of good about X-Men 97.
Oh, I that is like the one MCU thing I haven't seen.
I've heard a lot of good about that. So, okay, good. I haven't seen it. You haven't seen it. Well, and I'm gonna watch it. You go ahead and watch it. But
All
top
right,
five
sorry.
movies. I just no problem. I just dropped the bomb on you. You got to recover from that. But like I said, for the viewers at home, it's opinionated. If you got a problem with it, fuck it. Take it to the comments and tell us about it. So you do your five, and then I'll do my five. Keep it simple. Go for it.
So I'm just gonna do my letterbox four, and then I'm gonna give you like two movies that I either one of them could be my five. So
Okay. Yeah.
my letterbox four in order: Empire Strikes
From
Back,
one to four or from four to one.
one to.
Okay.
Did you want the opposite?
No, it's fine. Go for it.
Okay, so yeah, 1 to 4: Empire Strikes Back, Wolf of Wall Street, Avengers: Infinity War, and Interstellar. Those are those are my letterboxed for, or my
Never
top.
seen Interstellar.
Oh,
Never seen Interstellar.
you're missing out, man. Interstellar, and Thunderbolts need to be your next two watches.
Okay, copy that. Yeah, that's great list. I love. the versatility. Empire Strikes Back is I have stuff that's above it, but it's like it never ever ever gets old. You could watch it 30 times in a week and you would that's awesome every single time. It's crazy. So you said Empire Strikes Back, Wolf of Wall Street,
Infinity War,
Infinity War,
Interstellar.
and then okay, Interstellar. And what would be a toss up for your five?
Yeah, so the toss up for my five is between The Departed
Mm.
and believe it or not, Dodgeball. Uh,
Ah,
what True Underdog Story or whatever.
I believe that's what it's called. Yeah. Yeah, that's
I
I
love that
threw a comedy
show.
in mine. So like mine, I would say my number one is you would find in like some greatest movie all time conversations. Definitely. Like, I mean, I know Interstellar's in a lot of those conversations for greatest movie. I mean, it's if it says directed by Christopher Nolan, it's unless it's like his two real early films, it's gonna be up there in the conversation. So that I have no problems with that list aside from the fact that I haven't seen Interstellar. So my letterbox four is in from the same order you did, one to four. Goodfellas, number one. Bronx Tale, number two. School of Rock. I don't know. Have you ever seen School of Rock?
Love it.
I love
Love
School of Rock.
it.
It's funny. I can recite every line, and it got me into playing guitar. So it
Wow.
means a ton. I love it. And then Rocky Four. Rocky Four,
Okay.
I think is incredible. And my five would be The Dark Knight. Would
Mm.
be my number five, The Dark Knight. So I definitely took into account School of Rock probably is like a 38 on Rotten Tomatoes because it's actually a good comedy. No comedies get rated good on Rotten Tomatoes because it's these film junkies who are like, film theory. I don't give a shit about film theory. You sit down, you make me laugh, you get a good rating from me. If that's your goal. If it's like an Interstellar and I come out of the theater laughing at Interstellar, you clearly didn't do your job. If I'm laughing at Interstellar. But yeah, I mean, those are my four. I probably rewatched every single one of those at least 15 times, minimum, at least. So
I like it a lot. I like it a
yeah.
lot.
So we're gonna go kind of hand in hand here, and we're gonna go straight to the directors, our top five directors, and I have an honorable mention for my directors, but I'm gonna let you go ahead and go first with your directors.
All right. So throughout this list, we're doing one to five, right?
Yeah. Yep.
All right, cool. So number one is Sir Christopher Nolan.
Okay. Valid. Yep.
Has to be. I just saw The Odyssey last week, and it's phenomenal.
Is
Okay,
it
so
good? I haven't seen it yet.
yeah, highly recommend. Watch Interstellar first, though. So then we got Martin Scorsese.
Very nice.
Has to be. He
Very
was
nice.
for the longest time. He was my one because, as you could tell, I have what so two top five movies of all time for me, or like my two of my top five favorite movies are Scorsese.
Yeah.
Um, but
Wait, to your top
five, right?
Wolf of
Because
Wall Street, and what was
Departed,
the other ones? Departed.
Depart.
That's right. Departed. I forgot about that one.
That's
Yeah.
either five or six. It's basically five. I just wanted to give Dodgeball a shout out.
Hey,
uh,
got to.
so yeah, I mean, Scors. I'm a big Scorsese guy. Then number three, Tarantino. I mean, I just love his movies, like
Me
Django. So
too.
I love Quentin. And then four, Rob Reiner. He
Oh,
had he had
God
rest
rest
in
his
peace.
soul.
Yes. He had and also I'm rewatching New Girl. Have you seen New Girl?
I have not.
Good show. I'm rewatching that, and he is in a few episodes. But
$32,000 on one fucking dinner.
what are
That's
these
what
sides
I'm
for
talking about.
cancer? Yeah, the sides actually
Yeah,
cure
these
cancer.
sides. Tell them about the sides.
$26,000 for one fucking dinner.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
So yeah, no, I mean what Princess Bride, Stand by Me, Few Good
Great.
Men, Harry
Few Good
Met Sally.
Men. I watched for the first time about 2 months ago. I love it. Great movie. Because, but I mean, so we live in a world that has walls. Like that scene, acting wise, Jack Nicholson,
Mhm.
great, great. Not one of my favorites, but definitely one of the goats.
Yep. So I mean, Reiner is my four, and then I put Spielberg as my five.
Yep.
Like obviously one of the greatest directors ever. And it's funny, like I feel like I prefer the other four directors like in terms of their actual movies, but Spielberg just such a I mean he just makes you feel the movie magic for like
Yeah,
every film.
I mean,
So
you go list off Jaws, E.T. You say that, you got me hooked. You don't need
Jurassic
anything
Park.
else. You don't need anything else. You got me hooked there, but he has everything else, which just makes him 10 times better.
Yep.
I'll start with my honorable mention. Um, I only know one project by him, but the project has meant so much to me, and it's Matt and Ross Duffer.
Oh, all right.
Just they're not in my top five. I probably have some directors above them for 6, 7, 8, 9, or whatever. But I love the Duffer Brothers because of Stranger Things. That's all I have to say. So my number one is Martin Scorsese. Um,
Nice.
I love Scorsese. Goodfellas, obviously, Casino, Raging Bull, The Departed, Wolf of Wall Street, all great movies. Number two, I threw Spielberg. I love Steven Spielberg. So got some great stuff. I believe he did Schindler's List, Jaws, like I said, E.T., and some Star Wars stuff that I mentioned before. I've got Tarantino at my three. Quentin Tarantino, love it. My favorite. What's your favorite project by Tarantino?
Django.
Okay, I need to add that to my list too. I've never seen it.
Oh, so
I
good.
do I do like Pulp Fiction. That's not my favorite. You give me the Kill Bills. I can love the Kill Bills. You ever seen the Kill Bills?
I have not. Those are like the only ones that I haven't seen of him. That and the
Yeah,
eighth, the hateful
Hateful Eight.
whatever. Yeah,
Yeah. Kill Bills is so good. Number four. I'm surprised you didn't mention him at all. Got the Russo brothers.
fair. I
Captain
thought about
America
that.
movies
Yeah,
in Endgame and Infinity War. I just there wasn't any other names that were like popping up, sticking out to me as much as they were. So I was like, I'm gonna add them. And then number five, he needs to be on here strictly for respect. Haven't seen all of his work. It's Christopher Nolan. Haven't seen The Odyssey. Haven't seen Interstellar. Haven't seen Memento. Haven't seen Inception. Haven't seen any of that. I've seen The Dark Knight and what else has he done?
well, he did the whole trilogy, and then he did. I have my
Yeah, the
Nolan
Dark
rank.
Knight trilogy.
Did you see? You said you didn't see Oppenheimer.
I did see Oppenheimer. Yes, Oppenheimer was the other one. Yep, I did see that.
Um,
So
who
I
did you
love how
see?
our lists kind of go hand in hand. Aside from the Russo brothers,
Who I
four,
love.
yeah, yeah, like we very well could have had the same exact um, names in our top five, but in different orders. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, Scorsese's year two, he's my one. I mean, you could fluctuate one through three. Scorsese, Spielberg, and Tarantino. Like next time I watch Pulp Fiction, and if I were to make this list, Tarantino would probably be one, and then I go watch Goodfellas, and then Scorsese goes one. I mean, it just flip flops so many times. They're just all so good.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
next thing is we're kind of keeping with the theme of the big names. We're just gonna go actors. Top five actors. Um, Simple, straight up. Go ahead.
I hope this list isn't too basic, but these are genuinely my top five favorite actors. So
Okay,
number one is Mr. Robert Downey Jr., also known as
sure.
Doctor Doom.
Yeah. Oh,
He,
come on, man. That's Iron Man. That ain't Doctor Doom. Let's go.
he's my Doom. Uh, it is he. I got a chance to be like 80 to 100 feet away from him when he was performing at McNeil, a show on in New York City last year. I think it was like October or November of last year,
The
and
aura,
it was so
the
sick. It
the
was
aura.
awesome. I was so happy that I went. It was funny. It was actually a show about AI and how it's like it's bad. So I actually liked it a lot. But anyway, um, no, he's the best. Like Christopher Nolan said it best. Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man is one of the greatest castings in movie history.
Easy, easy, easy. I mean,
One of the
aside from like
most influential.
putting De Niro and Pesci in a mobster role, it doesn't get much better than him. I don't know what it is about him. It's just it feels like now I love RDJ, but it feels like the cockiness just comes just naturally to him. I mean, he's from what I've seen online, he's a nice guy, like how he's with fans. I haven't seen anything where he's like a dick. So it appears to be that he's a nice guy. So yeah, respectable for sure.
He's just a genius billionaire playboy
Playboy philanthropist.
philanthropist.
I mean, that's all he is, really. He's just, that. That's it. I mean, come on. and he flew out of a fucking helicopter to shoot to thrill by ACDC in a full suit with the Iron Man suit on, and his hair stayed perfect.
Yeah, his hair did stay perfect. No, he's
I just rewatched that scene this morning. I was like, how did like I like at least ruffle it a little bit, make him fix it. But go ahead with your list.
aura. Okay, so that's RDJ. Leo is my number two. He same sort of thing that you were talking about in terms of directors. Like RDJ and Leo have flipped back and forth for me over the years. They've always been the top two. Obviously, I mentioned Wolf. Like that's my second favorite movie ever. He's just the man. He kills it in everything he's in. Even One Battle After Another, which won Best Picture last year that I saw. Like he's great in that. He's just he's the best. I love Leo. My number three is Harrison Ford.
Ah, very
Obviously Han
nice.
Solo, obviously, and Indiana Jones. All the like now he's a new one of the newest members of the MCU and everything. But even a movie like Air Force One is, I think, so underrated, and he just makes that movie. No, that's not. You should not be ashamed, especially in comparison to the other movies you've said during this episode. Like you should not be ashamed of not seeing Air Force One. That's not like a
How
movie
about
that I
Fugitive?
did. You see it? I've seen Fugitive, and he's also great in that. I much prefer Air Force One.
Blade
That is
Runner?
another. I actually haven't seen Blade Runner.
Okay, I haven't either. All right. I've seen what I need to see. I've seen Indiana Jones and I've seen Star Wars.
What?
If you say you like Harrison Ford and you haven't seen those two, it's a big problem. The other ones aren't a big problem because I mean, he's one of those guys where you don't unless you like are a huge Harrison Ford fan, you don't really know that he's been in a shit ton of movies that have done that good until you like step back and look at it. You're like, "Oh my gosh, this dude is popping." And like I mean, Spielberg knows what he's doing. I even forgot to mention Indiana Jones to Spielberg. Hot take. Personally, I like Indiana Jones better than Star Wars.
Really?
That's me. I
That's a personal preference.
it's personal preference. I just I just want to say that. I just prefer I love them both. I love them both, but I just love the realist I don't even the realism how it's Indiana Jones is far more realistic than Star Wars. I'm not knocking Star Wars. I'm just saying like there was probably somebody in the US in history similar to Indiana Jones. An architect looking for something who ran into some trouble. That's a realistic thing. Now the Molaram pulling out your heart, pretty unrealistic, but that's why I think Raiders is so good because it's probably happened in human history before.
Is that
Star
your
Wars, I
favorite
don't know if
movie?
I can say that. What were you gonna say?
Is that your favorite movie franchise?
Indiana Jones? Um, I mean, I consider it a trilogy. I exclude his
Fair.
last two. I go Raiders, Temple, and then Crusade. If I mean, if we're speaking strictly trilogy, um, yeah. I mean, I've never actually thought about that. That's a really good question, but I would probably say so because I you can't say like MCU because that's like a universe, but it's either Indiana Jones, Star Wars, or Captain America. His trilogy is great.
Yeah, I was about to say you could say Cap, you could say Spider Man, you could say
Yeah.
things like that.
Well, like we said, Spider Man, I haven't gotten all the way to him yet. So after this, I'm going to watch Spider Man too. So
Good. I'm excited to hear your thoughts. All right, number four, Samuel Jackson. Had to include
valid
him.
pick.
Yeah, he's just also the man in everything he's in, and he is in a lot of Tarantino stuff. He's in Star Wars. He's in the MCU. He's an important character in both. Like it's Samuel Jackson. So that's four, and then number five is Scarlett Johansson.
Very
She
nice. Yep.
is obviously Black Widow, but she's in Lost in Translation. She's in Lucy. Like she's in other movies that I've seen her in that I really like. She's married to Colin Jost, so she's on SNL sometimes. Like
Good for
I really
Colin.
like her a lot.
Good for Colin.
Great for Colin.
So I have two similarities. I got two of the same actors in my list, but I have an honorable mention, and I'm he was in one of my favorite rom coms. And in my favorite superhero movie, it's Heath Ledger, is my honorable mention. He's in 10 Things I Hate About
Mm.
You. He's in The Dark Knight. Not many actors can do that. Go from a lovey-dovey, I'm chasing a girl around role straight to, I got these scars, Batman. Not many people can do that, can make that change. So I give him respect. He's not my top five. Number one, my favorite actor of all time, it's Jack Black. Jack Black
Okay.
is my favorite. Mainly School of Rock, but other stuff he's in, Kung Fu Panda, pretty darn good, especially as a child. You've never seen a movie like that before. A fighting panda. I mean, it just you don't see that ever. So Jack Black's my number one because I just love him. He's a guy. If he's in it, I'll give it a shot. Nacho Libre, I'm not a huge fan of because I just prefer him in other stuff. But if Jack Black's on the cover, probably I'm going to watch it. Number two, I've got Robert De Niro. Hard for me to turn off whatever Robert De Niro's in. He's literally the star of my two favorite movies. I can't even do it because I'm laughing at you. I can't even do it. He's like, I can't even do it. But then I've got Samuel L. Jackson at my three, Pulp Fiction, Star Wars, Nick Fury. He's in a lot of my favorite stuff. Those movies, he's in like three. I think I put my whole entire favorite movie list, like the 60 movies that I've watched in the last like year and a half. I put in ChatGPT and I said, give me the actors that appear the most, and he was in there like 7 times. I was like, okay, easy enough. Then I got Harrison Ford at my four. We've talked about it, similar reasons, and then Joe Pesci. It was hard for me to decide on a five, but it was as simple as looking at the movies he's in and comparing it to my list. He's in a lot of them, and I love him. Have you ever seen The Irishman?
Yes.
Okay, another masterclass by both Pesci and De Niro. So that will end our first segment with regular movies, and we're going to get into the juicy stuff for the MCU. So stick around. We got more MCU stuff coming your way. What's up, guys? Post production error once again. I'm going to end this episode right here, and the second episode that is MCU based is going to come out right after this. So just wanted to let you guys know that is it for this episode of the Gentleman's Room podcast. I appreciate you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out.